Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry. I just elbowed my cat. By mistake, of course. But I'm currently in this trade. Just got tapped into it on this downwards candle. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go soon, but we're gonna see what happens, see if it holds. Right. I'm gonna go over why I took the trade as well. Because we have these hourly lows, equal hourly lows that we come down and swept, right? And we had a nice little reaction from it. Okay. And in the meantime, on the 5 minute, we had SMT at the lows after sweeping the liquidity. Alright, you see, it's 3:10, and then at 3:45, we made lower lows on fucking Euro USD. Then on GBP USD at 10 past, at 3:10 and 3:45, we made a higher low. So that's a cracking correlation. That's an SMT. All right. So I had higher time frame sweep liquidity, lower time frame SMT, as well as being inside the daily order block. Didn't take any trade yesterday, but you can see we came on down, filled the order block, and we had a decent reaction off of it. Okay, so they're all the confluences going into this trade. The only issue is price action is so fucking choppy and sloppy, so it's probably a terrible time to trade, but all the confluence is there. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So what I was waiting for was my entry was this BPR, BRP, BP something fucking dislike. Was once a bullish fair value gap, which got inverted, which then has just got reclaimed because we come on down. It's a bullish fair value gap, then we closed below it, then we've just closed above it, reclaiming it. But during that process, we've just been back and forth. But we've got on the lower time frame, we had this accumulation. So let me hopefully you can't see my nipples. All right, cool. We had this accumulation, obviously. So what I'm thinking is accumulation here, yeah, manipulation here, taking out all the lows of the accumulation, tapping back into this daily order block, and then exploding on, closing above all these highs. Alright, so just as long as on the 5 minute we hold this gap, this BPR, I think is what it's called. As long as we hold this BPR, I think we will or at least alright. But you see this massive imbalance from news. Let's just see where. Okay, so we are actually at the equilibrium. So this is quite a risky trade, but all the confluence is there. I'm going to hold it for the duration of the day because it's quite late. See, it's 10 to 5. So coming in on the New York PM session. But I've taken trades around this time before and it has, gone in my favor, but I'm only risking 0.5%. My stop loss is below the SMT low, and then it's either we're going to come on up with these highs, I'm going to take Move stops to break even, obviously. And then this is TP1, which is a 4-hour inverse fair value gap. But on the daily, we're still bullish. The week, we've come into the equilibrium. So now I am purely looking for longs to eventually, you know, come up to this high. Same with this high, this monthly high. Because we had an extremely bullish week. We've now done the retracement into equilibrium. So, yeah. The rest of the weeks to come, especially for GBP USD, I'm looking for buys. I just found that, just saw that opportunity to buy, so I've bought. But it is quite a choppy market condition right now. But we'll have to just wait and see, I guess. If you want proof of entry, I don't know if you can see that without me moving. But you see I'm currently down £275. I've only risked 0.5%, so I've risked £1,000. I'm currently a quarter of the way through the stop loss. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. All the news has come out today, but there is FOMC tomorrow. Tomorrow's a huge news day. This week is huge. Let's just go for today. Today's a big day with all the CPI. And then consumer confidence, JOLTS, job, whatever, that came out at 3. So wait till after that to trade today. But then tomorrow we have FOMC, PMI, CPI, Bosch, whatever the fuck that is. It's Japanese yen. Non-farm. Whole lot of red. Tomorrow is a non-trading day, definitely. For me, which is fine, because I'm working 2 till 11 tomorrow. Thursday, not much better either. You know, a couple of PMI, Gov Bailey, unemployment claims. Don't know what these are, but they're labelled as red, so it leaves it leaves London session pretty open, but with all this news coming out in the afternoon, post, like D-Day, essentially, tomorrow, probably still choppy, probably won't take a trade. And then Friday looks alright. Friday looks okay to trade, but oh well, mate, we're gonna have to wait and see how this trade plays out. Hopefully we get a couple bit of momentum going in our favour. Because usually, and it's not all the time, but usually, once we have a news leg down, this like isn't classed as a fair value gap. It is literally just a void, which we have tapped into, obviously, but it is usually doesn't really act like a fair value gap, and price will slowly but surely, you know, maybe like make its way up, at least to these highs, which is what I'm hoping. So then at these highs, stops to break even. So if this is liquidity sweep, maybe we tap into this 4-hour inverse fair value gap and then continue lower, it'll be fine. Because we've would have moved our stops to break even, but we want to see some velocity out of this consolidation right now. That's ideally what we're waiting for. But we'll give it a bit, because I'm supposed to go to Nando's today, if anyone's interested. For a cheeky scram, but I just had a little curry. So I'm not too hungry, but I'm not like, you know, not starving, but I'm not exactly full. But you don't care about that. No one will care about that. We are here for the trade. Another thing to note, I don't know if it's, you know, going to hold. Probably shouldn't have taken this trade to begin with, but we do have this 1 minute fair value gap, which is pretty much our last line of defense. You know. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what price decides to do. I'm going to leave it on the 5 minute? Or the 1 minute? The 1 minute seems to move quicker, so we'll go 1 minute. See, we are pretty deep in drawdown. But we've got this. I wonder if this made an SMT. No. But the Aura USD looks a lot cleaner. See how clean this is compared to this pile of shit? And there's no movement whatsoever, but then Euro's looking quite nice. But we're gonna have to wait and see. As long as it doesn't like. This is the low that made the SMT, right? So if we are in a proper one, proper fucking, if this is like the beginning of a big move, you know, which I don't think it is. Just why I shouldn't have taken the trade. But if it was, I want to know if it's good to have your stop at the low of the SMT or the low of the entire move. Because in my head, the low of the SMT is the official sort of low, right? Or is that just wrong? Because this is the low. We've already been over it. Then this is the higher low. But we still came through, swept out both of these equal lows. As well as tapping into the order block, filling out some of these gaps. You know? And then on the week, it's at the weekly equilibrium. Therefore, if this trade does go to plan, saying it goes up here, and then movement stops to break even, then it never retraces down, takes me out. Right, we've got the potential to hold this for like the rest of the week. This could be the week, this weekly low candle. This week's low, the fucking candle. This low here, it could be the low of the entire week. You know? Maybe. I mean, the monthly closes in a day and 5 hours. That's crazy. But we're the week equilibrium. So if you're looking at a really high time frame perspective, this trade does look good. Just doesn't look good on the lower time frame. I mean, even the hourlies. This hourly candle has been so shit. Look how small it is compared to all the other ones. But there's no gaps on the high time frame. 4 hour, no gap. Hourly, no fair value gap. You know? It only gets to a gap when we have this inverse fair value gap, which is a 4 hour one, which we didn't tap into. You know? Hence why it's TP1. And the 4 hour high, TP2. TP3. These highs up here. These prominent highs up there. Right? These are TP4 and 5, 6, which is this inverse gap as well. But I doubt we'll even come up this high. You know, because that is a crazy trade to catch, but you never know. So I always leave some runners. I'm going to actually label them all. If I'm correct in the weekly low, this is the final take profit. Which is fucking ridiculous. Hey, you never know if you don't try, mate. We'll see. 26.8 risk to reward. Let's see what fucking happens. It does look like we're trying, finally getting some momentum out of this fucking, this hell. I entered let's see, a clean close above all this consolidation. That would be really nice. But anyway, I'm gonna have to get going. I'll make a trade recap on this tomorrow. We'll see if I'm still in it. We'll see if I've made any money. We'll see if I've lost any money. We'll have to wait and see. Catch us in a bit. It's good, boys. Right, little update. Still holding this trade. It is almost 12:30. That's why I'm talking very quietly. And I'm still in this trade, as you can see. So, all to update really is still hella choppy, but on the 15-minute, see, let me just get rid of this real quick. On the 15-minute, the news candle like void has now gotten filled. So I've labeled it inverse fair value gap, but it's not. I mean, kind of is, but it's not. But we've just been bouncing back and forth. Still got this 5-minute BPR, which is what I entered off of. Still got that labeled. Yeah, still in this trade. I'm gonna hold it overnight. I'm gonna see what happens. I've never done it before, so we're gonna see. There it is. News for tomorrow is tentative. That's how you spell it. Say that. I haven't got Scooby. I think that means that it could happen at any time. That's the Japanese yen. But got 10 AM CPI coming out, which means tomorrow I'm gonna be up before 10 AM anyway. That just means tomorrow, wherever it's at in the morning, if it doesn't come on down and stop me out, obviously, that is where I'm going to be closing the trade. So hopefully we can make it up to at least TP1, but I'm gonna leave this alert. I'm gonna get settled in bed with my cat now, chilling. Gonna let this shit run. If it hits my stop loss to break even whilst I'm awake, fucking perfect, but that's what all the high time frames are saying. Hella long wicks. No solid candles like this one, but you know, this one hasn't even formed yet. This is where it's most likely to wick and then fucking come on down again. So we'll see. We'll see. But so far the gap has been holding, and the 5-minute BPR, I think is what it's called, has been holding beautifully. Has a single closure below it, which is just crazy. It's just been bouncing around, so yeah, it's looking alright. It's looking alright. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what has to happen. Currently up 1.1. Don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Currently up 1.1, which is a 1-to-1 because I'm risking $1,000. So we finally hit a 1-to-1. Yeah, I'll give an update in the morning, and that'll be the video made. Right, boys, it's currently Sunday, 4th of August. Bit late making this final sort of little part to the video, but oh well, you know, it is what it is. Got everything labelled, kept everything on. Just want to clean up my charts, man, this next week. So yeah, inverse gap, whatever. I kept looking at it. Kept looking at it during Asian session. Stayed up till I don't know, I can't remember what time, about 2 o'clock maybe. It's been a couple of days. It was the only trade I took this week because there was so much high impact news. Just thought it's best to wait a week, let it all play out, and then, you know, go from there. But what I spotted was a liquidity sweep, and then there was actually an SMT at these lows, which I'm going to try and find. Oh shit! And I thought this candle here as well. I think this one was a turtle soup, but I'm not actually too sure. Not familiar with that confluence, so I don't use it. But we came on down and then closed very bullish. So I think it might have been, but you know. Turtle soup, liquidity sweep, SMT, inverse the news gap. And then I got the notification here. I was still up at this point, so about 2:15. First stop loss at break even. That's when I moved my stops to break even. Then fucking I just went to bed. As you see, we hit TP1, which was the beginning of this 4-hour inverse fair value gap. Pretty much the same with these highs. So you see, we came on into this inverted fair value gap, came on down, and stopped us at break even. So I ended up losing £100 on the trade. Just not that bad. You know, it's a drop in the ocean, drop in the water. But if I didn't move my stops to break even, then yeah, I would have lost a full 1%. So no, not 1%, 0.5%. So you know, keep the losses small and the wins high. That's what we do. Ooh. Now that is a draw on liquidity if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. Look, 3 equal highs. Bang. Bang. And bang. So TP2. Look at it. So TP2 is looking like the new draw on liquidity. So what I'm actually going to do now, since it is Sunday, I'm going to prepare for tomorrow. So this is my target. Just cleared all the charts. Actually, let's look at the SMT. Those two. Those SMTs at a low. Euro made the lower low. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the arse to look at now, isn't it? Look. What day was it? Wednesday. Tuesday, 3 o'clock. Okay, so Tuesday, 3 o'clock, these 3:10. Tuesday, 3 o'clock, 3:10 here. So this low here. So I made a lower low at 20 to 4 on ES, not ES, not me, Euro USD, whereas at 20 to 4 made a higher low. See, SMT, and there was another, the other SMT, which I did show, was you see, we swept the liquidity, whereas at Euro USD did not sweep the liquidity, therefore it was an SMT. Don't know if it also counted as a turtle soup, but I don't know. I'm not going to say that it is and it isn't. You should use these confluences. It's not what these videos are about. I ain't no fucking profitable day trader yet. Just waiting for my payout, then I technically would be classed as one, but the work's still not done. Yeah, this is the draw on liquidity for me. These equal highs, and let's do a top-down analysis. So we've come on down, filled out this imbalance, weekly time frame, standard. Okay, equilibrium was more than met, and we've actually managed to close within the equilibrium. So I'm going to leave that unmarked, as we know. Yeah, we did sweep out this high, and we're getting a retrace from it. So what I'm expecting Monday to probably do is consolidate around this area. Maybe come on down into this fair value. If it comes on down into this fair value gap, that'd be good. Taking out these hourly low, it's half an hour low, you know. If we manage to sweep this sell side liquidity, fill out this more of this 4 hour imbalance. So obviously this is a news candle, but we come on down, sweep this low, fill out more of this imbalance. I mean, there's an inverted fair value gap here in the hourly. It's not one on the 4 hour. On the hourly, there's this inverted fair value gap. Yeah, we're just building up confluences, more and more confluences. You can see we reacted from that. Okay. So this external liquidity will be my target for either Monday or Tuesday. I actually don't know what the news is looking like for next week, so let's have a look at that whilst we're here. Obviously Sunday, bank holiday. So Monday to Friday. Let's reset my filter. I haven't got my filter on. There's quite a lot of news. File these off. And that off. And you know what? We'll keep the yellow. There's a yellow folder PMI and PPI. And there's PMI for the US dollar at 3, which is the New York session. So I think we're looking pretty good to trade tomorrow morning. You know, all this news coming out, market open. It's a yellow folder. It's just an injection of volatility, but not like crazy amount. You know. So we find a setup from maybe this 8:15 manipulation down. It could be a manipulation leg. We find a setup after that. This news coming out at 9 could push the market in our favor, our direction. Whichever way we're trading, I'll be looking for buys, but you know. Tuesday, it's an alright day to trade. No heavy news. Same with Wednesday. Thursday, you got unemployment claims, but not. It's in the afternoon. Yeah, this week, this is a good week to trade. Whereas if you look at last week, terrible trading day. Terrible. So that just goes from Wednesday. Why does that go from Wednesday? So Monday, Tuesday. There was hardly any days to trade. But next week we're looking good. I'm gonna definitely, hopefully, make some cheddar next week. Hopefully, get that account to 200k, back to 200k. That would be the that's the goal. So yeah, I'm caught there. You don't need proof of execution. You've already gotten that. And yeah, I'm gonna get uploading this one. So take a trade tomorrow. I'll be making a video about it, but who knows? I mean, you can't guarantee to take a trade every single day. Sometimes less is more, you know. So anyway, break even trade, not bad shit. Anyway.